What is up, YouTube? It is Kenny here with Ready Set Ink, and today we got an ink table match to go and try. We haven't played some ink table in some time. I just finished moving into my house, and so now I think maybe we should check out some decks. Today we're gonna do a all Maleficent deck. I think we have one character of Diablo. Oh, let's not do player one start. Let's let's do random as if a dice roll, right? So we'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to click random. Here we go. And we're going to check out this Maleficent only deck for the most part. Here, you can see we got our 3-drop Maleficent. Drawing card is cool. And we got this shift here. And we got Befuddle and Poor Unfortunate Souls. And we got her castle here. So I think saving a Maleficent, Befuddle, and maybe location is good. So we get rid of the uninkable. We can get rid of one Maleficent and maybe Poor Unfortunate Souls. And I like having these cards in hand just to decide on what we're gonna do. So here is a card that I want to see if we could use as We Know the Way. So you're gonna shuffle a discarded card into your deck and reveal the top card of your deck. If it's the same name as the chosen card, you may play it for free. Otherwise, put it into your hand. So I think this should work with all the Maleficents, and we'll have to check that out. So we're going first here. We can get rid of one character, I think, and then I guess it doesn't matter. We only have a Befuddle to play, so I think we're passing here. So they get out a Charlotte, and we get a Friends on the other side. So we are still not able to get any characters out. We can get a location out, which isn't too bad. So since she's only challenging for one, so we might do that here. I think we can get rid of one Forbidden Mounts in here since we have two of them, and then next turn we can go into Maleficent. We can also ramp, but I don't think we need to do that right now. I think we're safe here. We're just playing that. So next turn we can play Maleficent, or we can do a Befuddle and Sail and see what happens. So they ended up questing and playing Dolores. When one of your characters sings a song, chosen opponent reveals their hand. So we're not too worried about that. We get Maleficent Staff here by bouncing one of their cards or however they return to the opponent's hand. We get a lore, so that and Befuddle can actually work right now. Which we can pick either of them, or we get a Maleficent out. I think since we're not really doing anything with discard, we could probably ink We Know the Way and then get Maleficent out. I think that's the way to do it. So we also get a draw card, which is great for us. We get another Sail, so that's cool. And then we can pass here. We can quest or sing next turn or challenge, but we could actually probably challenge and then bounce with Befuddle, which would be cool. Peppa here is whenever one or more of your characters sings a song, gain one lore. Alright, so here we get another 3-drop Maleficent, and this one has to do with the discarding and returning, so that's pretty cool. So that works perfectly with the Maleficent staff. We're here to ink, and we might just ink a Sail, because I think we're good with all the other ones to keep. So we can play Staff here, and then we have two available. I feel like we just want to play Befuddle. We can also sing. We're going to play Befuddle here to get the lore, and we are going to pick probably Dolores here. Well, we can actually pick Charlotte and then challenge with Maleficent. We can do that. So we'll bounce that back, get a lore off a staff, and then now we have one here which we can sing Friends and then be able to draw and see if we can get something else. Or we can challenge here. I think we can go ahead and sing So we get the same Maleficent party goer and then our blue Maleficent here. So we can't do anything. We can move to location, but we don't really need to. We don't have anything else to do with their ink, so we'll do that and pass. So they throw their Dolores and my Maleficent and throw their Peppa out. So she is down to half. This is my family. Gain a lore, draw a card. They bring their Charlotte back out. I get a lore for Forbidden Mountain. I get another draw Maleficent here. I feel like we just play our draw Maleficent again. Here, draw a card. We get We Know the Way, so we'll be able to sing it next turn. We can ink here and then play Sail. So we do that, which allows us to draw a card and then ink again. So I really don't want to use this Maleficent, so we're going to ink here and play our one drop that we just drew, so that's pretty cool. And we'll pass there. So now we got two characters on board this turn. And they can't do anything about it unless they're singing. They're just questing. Ink to 5 and play Tiana. So here, now we get the chance, we can do the Maleficent, We Know the Way. I think we have a pretty high probability of grabbing a Maleficent. So I think that'd be cool. So let's go ahead and do that just right off the bat. So we're gonna sing here. And we're gonna pick a Maleficent, shuffle, and we pull a Maleficent, so we get to play for free. That was sick. Alright, so now we got another character out on board. We still have 6 ink here. And we don't have a way to draw or use all their ink, so it might be best to just play our 5 cost here. And then I don't think we have the ink our 4 drop here. Here we can quest with our 1 drop for 2, and then I think we're pretty much set here. We can move. It's funny, when I moved the character to a location, it made them challenge. So we can see about doing that, if that makes them do anything, and we'll pass. I like that we're able to use that We Know the Way. I just came across it while throwing this deck together and be like, that's perfect. We lost our 1 drop Maleficent, and they're challenging into the one that we moved to location. They get out of Bruno. When you play this character, chosen opposing character can't ready. I wonder if it... I guess they were both ready, so it didn't do anything. Here we get another staff, and we get a 4 drop, so we can play both characters. Or a character and item, which we might do. Just get them out. We have the ink here. And then if we get something to start returning cards, that'd be cool. Even though we got rid of both of our Maleficents in the ink here. But we got 1, 2, 3. They only have 4 lore available. And I have 2, 5. So I'll go to 13. We'll go to 11. I think we're in a good spot here to quest. I am a anti-challenger. If I see the ability to quest, I'm gonna quest. That is the simplicity of my mind and how I play trading card games. Is we're here to just turn the card sideways. So they quested with 2 cards and then swung their Tiana. But they did take out my other Maleficent, so that's interesting. So I believe both of these are 3s, right? 3 and 2, so I'll get 5, so I'll go to 19. And then, ooh, check this out. When you play this character for each of your Maleficent characters in play, return an opposing character, item, or location will cost 3 or less to the player's hand. So I think with my staff, I think I win here. Although I am sideways. So they play this Bruno and locked my Maleficent sideways, so I don't get it request that card. So I don't think I'm able to win this turn. 1, 2, oh wait, I'll get 4 for each card I return. For 3 or less, let's try this out. So we're gonna shift here. Yeah, so we get to return 2 cards because I have 2 Maleficents in play. Which cards I gained 4 lore for returning 2. That was sick. And there we go there. So we were able to shift this Maleficent on a card that was actually locked from readying from Bruno. And with both of our staffs out, we got 2 lore per card we returned to their hand. So we were able to get our 4 lore that was missing to end the game. So that was sick. So that was our 99% Maleficent deck. I think we have the 1-drop Diablos to help draw when you have a Maleficent on the field. So other than that, which we didn't even see. So this was an all Maleficent game that we took it. And I think we'll go ahead. We played the gameplay first, and then we'll jump into this deck build here. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that now. All right, we're back. Gameplay is over. We're gonna check out our deck list here. It's real simple. We're running 4 of everything, just throwing cards into a deck. Our option, or our goal here is to do all Maleficents. So you got your 1-drop, 2-drop. You got 2 3-drops here, all Amethyst. And then she also is over on this Sapphire side. So we got a 4-drop for 2 lore and the 5-drop for 3 lore. So were great to have. And then you guys saw we took that game with the Shift Maleficent, and she was able to bounce cards and throw some synergy in with her item card, specifically Maleficent Staff. And we gained 4 lore to win the game off of that. So that was cool to use that. We threw Diablo in here just because she is a part of the Maleficent. Diablo benefits off of playing Maleficent, so we thought we'd try that to round up the characters here. So 32 characters. 8 actions. We're running Befuddle for bouncing and Sealed Azurite Sea for drawing and inking. The more bouncing here is Poor Unfortunate Souls, which we ended up just inking. Friends on the other side, we did sing. I wonder if you guys think I shouldn't have sung back then so early in the game, but it worked out for me in the end. And I was excited to play this We Know the Way. With all the Maleficents, we got to play a free one for singing, so that was cool. The staff helped us close out the game, which was awesome to actually see it work with Maleficent. And then we had Forbidden Mountain, who got us some early game lore while facing their 1-drop characters, so that was cool. So you can see here I think it's 8 uninkables. That wasn't too bad, and I think this it worked out. So this is our Ready Set Ink all Maleficent, almost all Maleficent deck there.